Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Time on View podcast. I'm Alyssa.
I'm George.
And today we're here for a quick little bonus episode to talk about something big that we just did. What did we do?
These shirts tell the story. We DNF'd at Dugz Backyard Ultra yesterday.
Yeah, so yesterday we did a backyard ultra. We have done it before, but we weren't sure what we're going to do and how long we're going to be there and that kind of thing. And we did it.
Yeah. So we're here today, the day after. We wanted to do a little recap as we plan to do with all of our races this year.
Yeah.
This one's a little bit different in that this was not
like a race per se. Yeah.
Backyard ultra format, which maybe you can break down in a minute, but this was for a good cause and not really a competitive race in the traditional sense. So
yeah.
We'll keep it short today. We want to just really highlight how the day went for us.
Yeah.
A couple of takeaways, thanks some people.
Yeah.
But maybe we should just break down, maybe to start what a backyard ultra is for those listening.
So backyard ultra is a race usually where you run 6.7 kilometers every hour on the hour. So you start at a specific amount of time. Whatever time you get back to the start is how much time you have left until your next hour. You have to start when that bell rings on the hour or else you're disqualified. You have to complete it before the hour's up or else you're disqualified. And so last man standing format is you do as many laps as you possibly can until there's only one man standing left. This one was timed and limited to 18 hours.
Yep.
So, and sometimes they're limited to specific amounts of time because who wants to run until...
Yeah. We have jobs.
Yeah, exactly.
The people
who wants to run for
that
days?
Organize these have jobs.
Yeah, so that's kind of what we did. So Doug, like you said, does it for cancer support and research. It's near and dear to his heart. And so Red's Source for Sports, Lacombe and Bike Shop really helped Doug to kind of put that on, really support him in sponsoring that. And then Doug collects money for cancer research and we all get together and just have an awesome time.
Yeah, absolutely. So yesterday was a Saturday and the race started at 8 a.m., which meant we had to get up early. We had prepped our gear the night before, which was a tough night for you and I. We spent the evening with really high hopes that we were going to land an acreage property close to the city we currently live in, but all of that did not go as planned, and we had a bit of a downer night the night before. It kind of I guess left us in not the best spirits coming into this race. We were a little bit tired, didn't have a good sleep the night prior, but we knew we had to be in Lacombe ready to rock and roll for 8 a.m. Yeah. We got everything loaded up, left about 10 minutes later than we thought. So right on time.
Typical of us.
Rushed our way to the starting line, got our tent set up. So with these backyard ultras, the cool thing is that it's a loop, like Alyssa had mentioned, and you come back to your home base every time. So if you set your home base up well, it gives you 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes sort of thing to rest, sit down, refuel, or pack some water, whatever you need, change your clothes for the next loop. And then the idea being generally that it gets harder the longer you go. Yeah. You have less time. But if you're well prepared, that in our limited experience with this format of running is the best way to approach it, because you have all your stuff at your spot. You don't have to, trip over your feet trying to find things. So we did our best to do that, but we rolled in late, got the tent popped up real quick with some friends. They helped us out. Yeah. Had a cozy little setup and a good little, I guess, home base for this particular run.
Yeah. No, it was great. It was a good little, we had all our food and stuff laid out the night before. And so we knew kind of what we had for fuel for when we came back, had some blankets and stuff because it was chilly. So generally at this time of year, you'd expect the weather to be quite nice and quite good. And we knew that there'd be a lot of rain in the forecast. So we were kind of prepping and preparing for that. You bring blankets and that kind of thing to stay warm in between laps. And and we just got there. A bunch of friends were there, set up tents and fire pits. And
about 10 minutes later, we got going.
we got going really quickly. Yeah.
So the race itself is the Lacombe Lakes, right? There's Henner's Pond,
Elizabeth
Lake, and some other lake.
Yeah.
Really, yeah, it's beautiful. Sorry to the people that know the names of the lakes in Lacombe.
Yeah.
The course was beautiful. We ran it last year. It was my first time out there, and we started the day super wet. There was so much rain, so much mud. Yesterday was a little different. It was cold, windy, rainy, but the course was dry and showers were kind of intermittent. Wind was super bad. It was super windy all day, but the course was relatively dry and made for, I think, pretty easy running, walking, hiking for everybody. Nobody had really complained, minus some gopher holes and things. But
I was so thankful because there had been rain. We've had incessant rain every day
nonstop
this month, really. And so I was really worried because we had done this race last year, Backyard Ultra last year, and it had rained right as soon as we got there. I think it was raining.
Mhm.
So it was really slick and really muddy. And I thought, oh my goodness, this is going to make for a super long day. But thankfully it stayed dry till about supper time, like intermittent rain on and off lightly. But course was really good and beautiful trails. I love a Backyard Ultra with trails that's scenic and beautiful. I mean, we saw pelicans and herons. And the trails and the trees it was
nice.
I mean, it's one of my favorite trails.
So big props. I don't know who is the third Lacombe running group that maintains those trails. No, not quite sure.
I'm not sure.
Who knows? But whoever maintains those trails, great job. Claps for that. Big props. Easy running. It was nice. It was great to move out there. So lap one, you went off cooking. You came out with some friends. You guys were moving pretty quick. I kind of dialed it back, thinking we didn't know what we wanted to accomplish there. We did have a soft goal in mind, which was to set a distance PR.
Yeah.
So we knew anything over 10 yards. A loop is called a yard in this running format. We knew that if we did 10, we'd hit 67 kilometers, which would be more or less a PR for us.
Yeah.
And anything above that was just kind of icing on the cake.
Absolutely.
So we started off in social mode. I think everybody in the first loop or two, everybody's chatting, gabbing, talking, very conversational pace, which is nice with these kinds of races, is that you go slow. You're not going fast unless you're doing it for a different sort of reason, but most people are going super slow. Definitely conversational pace. You get a chance to connect with people, friends. If you have friends, it's a good time to chat. People you don't know.
You'd only be going fast really if you wanted to get back and have more time to rest and relax kind of thing and eat. So say you wanted 20 minutes, you'd be kind of cooking through that 6.7K. But it was good. The first couple laps went really good. Like you said, conversational pace, pretty chill. Really fun. After lap, I would say 3, people started falling away and finishing, right? So a lot of people go out with the intent to do 1 or 2 laps, not only to support Doug and the cause, but also just to kind of go out. And it's a great hang. It's a really fun time with friends.
Kind of 3 yards is roughly a half marathon.
Yeah.
So that can be a very ambitious goal for some people that
That's a lot of people's PR. Yeah.
It's a PR. Last year, that was my PR at the same event.
Absolutely.
So it can be a real great format to really push your limits with a good community, people that are very supportive.
Yeah.
And I think we saw that. There was a lot of people that were kind of in it for a few and then pushing for one more. And, through that, maybe that peer pressure, the excitement of the format, they get their PR. They get to do something. I think I heard that from 3 or 4 people yesterday where they're like, yep, that was a PR for me.
Yes.
And that resonates with me because that was me last year.
Yeah.
And I just kept PRing and PRing and PRing. But
and it's fun for those because usually when people finish their lap, they'll stay for an extra lap or 2 just to watch and cheer people on. So that's always appreciated. Yeah.
So we got through the first bit fairly well.
Yeah.
Let's break it into chunks. And spoiler alert, we did not win, and that's why we're wearing these DNFs, because if you don't win, you get a DNF. And the shirt says, can you read it?
It says it's a race where there can only be one, and that one wasn't me, but I'll be back to run again.
Accurate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we did get through 11.
Yeah.
which was a PR for us and a really big accomplishment.
77 kilometers.
77K is what we had on Strava.
Yeah.
I think by their measurement, it would have been less, but I'm going by what my Strava recorded. And that was a PR for us, both. Pretty cool. But let's break it down a little bit more into clumps. So like kind of 1 through, what's easy math? 1 through 4, 4 through 8, 8 through 12 if we had done 12.
Mm-hmm.
We have already rehashed 1 through 4, but how about 4 through 8? How are you holding up in that space?
I think so. For me, I definitely take a long time to warm up. So I actually didn't feel like I was warmed up till kilometer 30 or no, 27, I think it was.
Okay.
Which is like a ridiculous thing to say, but I think that I was, because we were like, you know, kind of sleep deprived and whatever from the night before. So kilometer kind of 27, wherever that landed, I was feeling a little bit warmed up. So I think 4, 5, 6, 7 or 5, 6, 7 were good. And there was 1 or 2 in there. No, I think it was kind of 7, 8. So I'll get to that there. But
you're in there.
Oh,
this is 4 through 8.
this clumping thing's very confusing. I'm not a mathematician.
Yeah.
But yeah, kilometers 7, 8, I think I struggled a little bit, or maybe 8. Because at that point, the tiredness, like the fatigue and just kind of the lack of proper fueling was catching up to me. No, I tried my darndest to fuel, but I was having stomach issues like you. Like we were having stomach issues the whole entire time.
You bet.
And also I was telling you today, I think I dressed too hot, too warm. And I usually dress on the cooler side.
Yeah.
And so I'm usually do quite good with that, but I was wearing this windbreaker that really kept all the heat in.
Your sauna suit.
Yeah, and then by kilometer 9, I think I took it off, and I was like, "Oh dear God, like what a relief! Why didn't I have this off the whole time?"
Trial and error, right?
Yeah.
Trial and error.
And then I ran in a tank top, and it even in the rain and stuff, it was
Still
like
warm.
way better. Yeah. So that was kind of, I don't know why I did that. I was cold to start. I think that's why.
Yeah.
And the breaks, I think the tough thing about the Backyard Ultra format is the breaks in between. I get really cold, so then it's really hard to like strip off your stuff and start running again, and then come back, get freezing, strip off your stuff, right?
Right.
So I have difficulties with that, but yeah, those kilometers were good. I don't really, nothing too bad. I was.
You were moving super strong. Like we run together all the time.
Yeah.
And we generally know if one of the two of us is having a tough go. You looked great.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think we both ran sub 50-minute yards every time.
Yeah.
Which was really good, right? We both felt like we were running quite strong right until the end.
Yeah. How were those kilometers for you?
I pooped a lot.
Yeah. Not on the trail.
In the bathroom. There's a little yellow porter potty that
was your best friend.
It's my best friend. Yeah, it's my guts were temperamental. To put it mildly, we were using this run as a good training process for some other ultras we have coming up that are long ultras this summer, and this was a good opportunity for us to go out in a competitive field and try some stuff. So for me, it was trying a lot of solid whole foods on top of some of the other liquid hydration and salt pills. And it made for a really rough go.
Bad.
Yeah. And I don't know exactly what it was, but I do think it was the solids and trying to cram so much into my system while still putting a lot of fluid in. And it ended up in me going to the porta potty. I think lap 1 through about 9, 8-ish maybe actually.
He came through kind of the finish line thing and then ran to the porta potty like immediately.
Yeah. So that was how my day went. I spent a lot of time in there.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
But I'm going to take a drink.
Yeah. So yeah, it was definitely, your guts were definitely doing something.
Yeah, my guts were having a funky time.
How were your legs and stuff?
Legs felt great.
Yeah.
Excuse me. All this porta potty talk has got me choked up. I miss her. Such a great time. No. Yeah, no, my body felt great the entire time. Actually, I ended up, I think it was right around lap 6 or 7, maybe 8, that I switched my shoes out.
Yeah.
And that was because our shoes were soaking wet from all the rain. and I switched from my La Sportivas into my Nordas, which was good. I was getting some irritation on my right ankle from the La Sportiva Gator, and switching to the Nordas with the wider toe box, the looser fit was awesome. They felt really firm after having ran, like 60K or whatever it was, or 50 some K in the other shoes. It was a different foot feel. Underfoot, it felt quite firm and blocky, but my body held up well. I was achy, but not in any real trouble, so to speak. Definitely fatigued. I think we can both admit that we felt really fatigued for a good chunk of the day.
Yeah, I remember saying to you, and I can't remember if this was like, laps yard 6 or whatever, but I was like, I'm just really tired, like head to toe, but not like my legs weren't specifically tired and my head wasn't tired.
Just
it was
a central nervous system.
Yeah, it was kind of
tired.
Weird. But
maybe attributable to all the other things and lack of sleep. But we're adults. We're working adults. I think a lot of people feel that way all the time and experience that. So just know we're like you.
Yeah.
Like we felt not awesome all day.
Yeah.
But we went out. We had a good time. Like it was a great time. We put a smile on our face.
Yeah.
Great people. Great conversation.
Yeah.
Let's round it out now. 8 through 12. Though we didn't do 12. 8 through 11. How was the body? How was the mind?
The body was getting fatigued still, but I was running very strong. And I felt like I could probably do this all night. That would suck because I'm tired but I was feeling the full body fatigue more than for sure. I was really thirsty those kilometers. I did the same as you. I switched my shoes out once. I put on some dry socks and then ran just in dry socks in my Nordas, which was great. I had worn the Nordas all the way through. And then I foolishly on the next lap switched my shoes to my Adidas shoes, and I had been developing a big blister on the bottom of my foot actually the entire time. And I was really feeling it.
Do you have socks on?
No.
Do you want to show the camera?
No.
Come on.
There's nothing to see. You can't really see it.
Did you pop it?
Yeah, there's a Band-Aid on it.
Oh, it's a Band-Aid.
I popped it and there's a Band-Aid on it.
Okay.
But I could feel that developing.
In a bad spot, like a weird spot.
Right on my forefoot, right exactly where you.
Have you ever had a blister there?
No, never. I don't, knock on wood, but I don't get blisters generally. So I think it was just like the repeated pressure impact. It was the weirdest blister, long, skinny.
Soaking wet feet.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Yeah. So I switched my shoes and those felt like just bricks.
Yeah.
That was a bad choice. And then I switched back to the shoes I was originally wearing. So that was a little bit better. But yeah, I just felt really fatigued, really tired. I was trying to eat stuff. I was not processing food or fuel properly either. There was one point I took a Morton gel and I was like, yeah, that's going to come back up in a minute, and kind of had to keep that down. But, just feeling tired. I think there was a couple 1 yard or maybe a yard and a half where I put music in one ear. It didn't really help, honestly. It was almost better to take it out and not be distracted by that. But it was fun to see the guys who were running kind of at that point. By the last few, there was 4 of us?
Yeah, I think around yard 8, we were down to 5, maybe. Yeah. Then yard 9, we were down to 4. Yard 10, we were down to 3.
Yeah, so it was kind of fun to see that. I guess it wasn't fun to see the number go down. That sounds bad, but
no, but
not for them. But it is.
It is.
Well, and everyone that finished were like, "Yeah, that was like," they were happy.
They were happy.
Accomplished
Absolutely.
it, which is so cool. And so we were having some chats on the trails, you and I, just about what should we do? Should we keep going? Should we stop?
We were getting hungry.
How are you feeling? Yeah. How are you feeling? It's like, oh, it would be really nice if we get dinner.
Sure would. Get a sleep.
Yeah. And I think the good thing about that is we didn't come in with any expectations. We weren't like, we're going to do the full 18 hours. No. We just thought we'll do what we can do. And I think that's a really fun way to come into a race.
Absolutely.
And then you can decide.
Yeah, I think more than even the training and trying new things, the objective was to go have fun. It was to go have a good, fun day.
Yeah.
And forget about life.
And we love
Right.
the hang. We love hanging with the friends, and we love seeing everyone because it brings the running community together.
Yeah.
Doug himself in this event in particular brings the running community from kind of our local towns together.
Absolutely.
Which is so cool to see. And a lot of people come just to watch 1 or 2 laps.
Pop in.
Yeah. And then leave. So I was feeling pretty tired. How were you feeling?
I felt good. I had stepped, I think it was yard 8, and I stepped in one of those little holes.
Yeah.
And I actually kind of buckled my knee a bit.
Yeah.
So it hurt after that. My knee something was sore in there. And I had to alter my stride a little bit. I actually ended up running with more of a bent knee pattern. So the knee wouldn't hurt. It was hurting on the lateral side, but it was fine. Honestly, it didn't bother me too much, but I was aware. And I was also aware that the conditions were getting worse and worse and worse. The wind was picking up, the rain was picking up. And by the end of 10, it was really getting muddy. Like the course that had been dry and in good condition all day, we had to be really mindful of how we were moving on it.
Yeah.
We didn't want to slip on our butts or blow something out. And I was feeling good. I was tired. I mean, I was ready to end it. If we, we made the decision to stop running, but I think we were both done with the day. What we had set out to do, we had accomplished. Yeah. And we were having a good time, and we both felt like it was time to end that good time. And we had a good runner that was out there with us, and many good runners. But by the end, when it was down to 3, Brad and you and I, we had talked about, Brad doesn't look like he's ready to quit anytime soon. He's still running. To put it out there, he was cramping. He was not having the best of times either, but he was running strong, and he's a very mentally strong man. And it looked like he was there for 18 hours. Yeah. And both you and I didn't want to get home at 2 a.m. Yeah. And we said, you know what, let's just pack. It's Father's Day tomorrow. Let's pack it in.
Yeah. And we had our doggies at home, and we thought they've been home all day since 7 a.m.
Yep.
And now it's 6 p.m. or whatever it was, and we thought, well, it would be nice to eat and kind of pack it in. Could we do it? Yeah. But then we thought, okay, if we go one more, and Brad goes one more, and then Brad goes another, then we feel we'd have to go another, and then all of a sudden, 2 a.m. comes, and we're so.
And Brad's a really strong runner, and he probably would have beat us anyway. And totally, we're like, you know what? Fuck it. See you later.
Yeah,
let's go home.
So it was fun. It was a fun way to end it too. Yeah, just feeling like pretty good, pretty decent.
Totally.
Overall, and the minute we stopped, the next so Brad has to complete that last final lap by himself. Once we bow out, and it started just down sideways rain. Yeah, the wind was howling. We thought, oh my gosh, thank goodness. We were sitting around a fire waiting for him.
The volunteer tent blew over at this point.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it was crazy out there. But it was such a good way to end. We got a beer from Dawn from Reds.
Shout out Dawn from Reds. That Corona was maybe the highlight of the day.
Totally. Yeah. It just went down so good. And you know what? It was just so good to see, there was volunteers who came out. I know Diane and Denise and Allie and people who helped set up.
They put in long days.
Oh my goodness.
Really long days.
And just to help kind of Doug and everyone. And then Tammy and Don from Reds. We had Bryce from Bryce Horn Photography there. He was the MVP.
Yeah, so that was our day. Our day was awesome. We had a great time. We set some PRs. Great setup. I hope that we've put that out there enough for you guys to be motivated to come to the next Dugz Backyard Ultra. But let's get into our shout outs, and let's maybe start with Bryce and all that guy did. You get it.
Yeah. Like I said, he was like the kind of the MVP of the day. Bryce was out there. He was on the trail. He was running in front of us just to kind of get good shots of us coming. He was running behind us at different points. He was hiding in the grass. He was in the pouring rain. Like, I was shocked. There was a couple laps where it did really pour on us, and I was like thinking in my head, he's not going to be here because that would be crazy.
Yeah.
And he must, probably have packed it in for the day or whatever. Yeah. And oh my gosh. And he's out there getting the shots, and good job. And I'm like, how are you here? How did you get here? Like, he was just awesome. There was another photographer there, and she was great too. She
Right.
stayed for about half of the day.
Yes.
But just amazing that they came out to support and to help
Totally.
and kind of cheered us on while they were taking pictures and stuff. It was so cool.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bryce, like you had said, there was moments, I think our last lap, he must have ran a kilometer-ish away from home base with his camera in tow just to meet us down there to get those final shots coming through. And yeah, he was, I don't know how many kilometers the guy put on, but it was insane. He was everywhere all the time and sprinting. And obviously he's a pretty good runner.
Yeah.
We'd heard that he had just done a 100-mile at a backyard ultra not long ago. So big props to that guy. It was tremendous. And then Reds. Thank you to Reds.
Yeah.
They let us change.
Yeah.
In there.
Well, they support the whole thing, right? And they really support the running community as a whole. And Doug and Dugz, his backyard ultra, and they are just the kindest people. And they were out there cheering everyone on and stuff as well.
Last shout out. Want to bring it home for us?
Doug McIsaac.
That's the guy.
That's the guy. I think the friends and family too cheering us on. Like, we didn't have our family members there or anything like that, but some people did, and they were just great just hearing them. They cheered for us like every time we came. Some of the guys had, wives and kiddos there and stuff, and that was so cool.
That was neat.
And then of course to Doug, who puts this event on. He started it 4 years ago. So it's only in its 4th year and it's grown tons. There's I think 50 runners or something. And he just does all this hard work by himself. He just has an insane community around him and like a real passion for running, and also for ending cancer, and that's close to his heart. And so he really puts everything into this run that he does, and it really brings people together. So it's really cool to see everyone go out to support him and support one another. So
yeah, that guy eats, sleeps, and breathes
running and training and activity.
He's a real inspiration. For sure.
And for me, he's been one of my huge running mentors. He helps me, run, prepare for my first marathon. He got me out on the trails too, and I'm sure hundreds of people can say the same thing about him, that he's kind of mentored them and they've been inspired by him. So yeah.
Well, cheers to Doug.
Cheers.
And the backyard ultra this year.
Yeah.
Well done, crew. Until next time.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.
Bye.